Hi there guys, so I'm here and I think it's the quietest I've ever seen Hong Kong, or should I say Kowloon Station at the Airport Express. There's literally no one here. It's completely deserted, and we've obviously been on a bit of a mission for the last 2.5 months here in Hong Kong, and you know, with a lot of what our business is doing at the moment, it's kind of prime central in terms of procuring the PPE we need in places like back in the UK. But yeah, I need to obviously actually travel there now for a few meetings. So unfortunately, I've got to go from a place where we've got, you know, a handful of infections. We maybe get 1 or 2 infections a day, if that at all. There's been 100 deaths so far in Hong Kong, compared to absolutely absurd numbers back home. But unfortunately, I need to do it. So it's been a bit of a fun time out here in Hong Kong as always, but it's now time to go. But this is going to be really, really weird because, well, it's basically like taking a private jet back to the UK. So I am going to be the only passenger on this flight.
The train to airport and Asia World Expo is arriving.
The train's approaching now. So I'm going to board the train, and we'll check in with you in a little bit. We'll be at the airport in about 15 minutes. See you guys soon. So I've passed Sydney now, so halfway between Sydney and the Hong Kong International Airport. So basically it's all changed now. So as you're about to go into the airport, you're not actually allowed to just go along anymore. You have to have a confirmed itinerary for within 24 hours of actually being there. So you know, there's security patrols, incredibly tired. Security patrols as you come out of the train. You'll be met by security. You need to show your itinerary, boarding pass, anything like this. They then allow you to go through. You then go obviously to the bag drop and stuff. As usual, drop off your bag, and then proceed to security. And then obviously they'll clear you out of Hong Kong. Obviously, having a residence here, I can just use the automated gates and get through. And that's really the point of no return. You know, once you've gone through those gates, you're now outside of Hong Kong. If you did decide at any point to turn around and come back in, you need to actually go and you'll receive a quarantine order from the government, and then you obviously have to quarantine for another 2 weeks, and you won't be able to leave. I don't know what they would do if there's any sort of cancellations once you've gone through. I've not really heard about that, or you know, had anyone message me saying they've experienced that. But yeah, I hope that doesn't happen, because obviously if I had to spend 2 weeks in a hotel, well, you know, I mean, you know, I guess the airline will pay for it, but that's not the point. It's not nice, you know. Quarantining is a challenge in itself, and for 2 weeks unnecessarily, I don't really fancy it. So let's hope everything's on time. And then when I'm checking in, I'll ask what lounge is actually open. I believe it's one of the Plaza Premium lounges, but it's one of the normal business lounges, not the first class one where you normally get the massages and the a la carte menu and stuff. So yes, obviously, you know, during COVID, you know, the services you get places aren't going to be as good. I think on board the flight, I'll obviously show you what I get. I've not travelled on Virgin within COVID, so in terms of the upper class service and the meal services and everything that you get, I'm very intrigued to see what they give, because on Turkish Airlines normally it's very, very good. Normally it's exceptional. but they just give you a box and it's all cold food. They don't have a full-on hot food service. Normally, Turkish Airlines has an onboard chef. All of that stopped. So yeah, a lot of airlines have sort of downgraded, if you like, their services a little bit. I'm hoping Richard Branson still has an eye for the details in terms of doing things a little bit different to what everyone else does. That's what I'm hoping, because yeah, usually it's nice, upper class and Virgin. So yeah, bear with me. We'll have a look what it's like at the airport, what it's like in the lounge, and then I'll introduce you to the actual plane, and yeah, we'll take a look around and see what life is like on our private Virgin aircraft back to London. This train, guys, is absolutely deserted. Literally no one around at all. It's so weird. And just to think, it's Thursday evening, so it's a sort of point when literally every single one of those seats will be full, and now it's just completely dead. Literally no one's travelling. No Hong Kongers are travelling anywhere. The hotels are surprisingly full, because they are doing a lot of promotions, and they're trying to get people to go on staycations and stuff. And obviously, where you can't really travel outside of Hong Kong these days, people are obviously going to local hotels and chilling by the pool and the spa and all that kind of stuff. So they're kind of a little bit full. They're doing much better now. But as for the airline industry out here, it's kind of worrying, and I don't think this is going to get better anytime soon. But yeah, let's see what the airport's like. I'm very, very intrigued by now. So, a once busy Hong Kong airport is now completely and utterly dead. I mean, look, all boarded up. All the shops are closed. It's a really creepy place, actually. So weird. There is a lounge open, the Plaza Premium Lounge, so that's the way I'm headed now. It's by gate number 1. I've not used this lounge before. I'm told there's not a dedicated area for Virgin passengers, so let's see. But there, look, as you can see, everywhere is roped off. Anyway, let's see what the lounge is like, and let's see what options are available. along. I've made it through the airport, and I'm now on board the flight. I'm pretty much the only passenger on here. In first class, I'm basically the only passenger on the thing. And we're just pushing back now, so going to be taking off soon. And the flight time is quite long actually. It's about 13 hours direct into London. What I would say is, at the moment, if you're going to pay money for a business class ticket, maybe think twice, because to be honest with you, it's not very good, because the prices haven't come down. And first of all, the lounge wasn't that decent. It was a Plaza Premium Lounge, so it's not the official airline lounge where you normally get a la carte menu, massages, all that kind of stuff. Then you go onto the plane. There's no pre-flight champagne. There's no bar. Normally there's an onboard bar on Virgin. Non-existent. No champagne, no welcome drinks. The amenity kit, normally they give you a designer bag. Not got that either. It's just a simple economy one. There's no pajamas. The menu is very, very simple. It's pretty much an economy menu. Yeah, I guess this is the new reality of flying. You can't have luxury anymore. It's just it's gone. I think other airlines do still do it in luxury though. Other airlines don't, haven't sacrificed luxury because you can do it safely. Restaurants are still open. Restaurants are still serving food. What's the difference? On a plane, in a restaurant, it's still serving food. I don't know why they cannot perform. I think it's an excuse, and I think it's an excuse to save money. It's a cost-cutting exercise, but pass it on to the customers. Because it's customers that pay thousands of pounds for business class. But anyway, let's see what it's like. It's not come yet. I'm just about airborne now, so I'll show you the food service as and when it comes, and let's see what it is. Let's see if it's any good. And yeah, we'll sort of report back to you in a little bit on that. But in general, so far, my first impressions of COVID flying on Virgin, not good. Normally Virgin was my go-to airline. I used them all the time. I loved it. I always saw Virgin as a first class product at a business class price, because you pretty much get, it's pretty much the same, almost, at least. But anyway, hopefully they have some champagne when we actually take off. Hopefully. But let's see. options weren't great. It didn't really affect me that much. This is a little nitrogen, and it's obviously got a bit downhill, but you're still getting the usual kind of, you know, toothbrush.
Simple measures you can take to help protect yourself and your family are to wash your hands often and thoroughly for at least 20 seconds, avoid touching your face with dirty hands, and catching coughs and sneezes in tissues, dispose of them immediately. If you follow these simple rules, then together we can combat the spread of the coronavirus. Further information about this will be available on posters and in leaflets available in the airport after we land. Finally, do make sure that you have completed your online passenger locator form, as you will need to present this information on arrival. And remember that all customers need to wear a mask as you transit through the airport. Thank you.
Well, what a journey that was. I'm back obviously here in the UK now, and what an experience. I've never experienced anything quite like it. You know, travel will never be the same again, or at least not for the next few years most probably. I mean, look, overall my thoughts are that was a very, very bad flight. Virgin, you could have done better. Yeah, there's other airlines I've travelled on within this COVID period where the flight and the service and everything were much better. You know, they didn't change food service, for example. Virgin just completely scrapped pretty much everything. But the only thing they didn't scrap is the prices, because the prices are still the same as they were before. Overall impressions, not great. I've also picked the worst time to come back into the UK because we're now straight into another lockdown until the beginning of December. So yes, I'm here for another few weeks. I head back off to Europe at the beginning of December, just after lockdown, and back in the UK just in time for Christmas. But yeah, so look, this video wasn't to show you the service on Virgin or any of that. It wasn't a traditional airline video. It was merely showing You know, going from Hong Kong, and you know how normally Hong Kong is a bustling, thriving airport with, you know, everything open and lots of people, and actually one of the busiest airports in the world. It was completely dead. So just wanted to show you how it was going through the airport, you know, taking the empty flight briefly back to the UK, and generally what the experience is like, and if it's really worth paying for business class, which probably not. But yes, so there we are. We're back now. Hope you enjoyed the video. You know, if you have any questions or comments, if you could drop a note down in the comment section below, and please remember to smash the like button and to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on the bell notifications, and we'll see you in another video very soon.